Prismatic Evolutions is going insane. If you look on eBay, the solds are $75 per Elite Trainer box, and we are only about 2 months out from release. So what does this mean? Basically, what we're seeing with Surging Sparks and it being $200 is kind of just being carried over to Prismatic Evolutions. Is a bit different because Prismatic Evolutions is going to be a lot better set, in my opinion, just because we're coming straight off of Surging Sparks, and that just doubled from a booster box from $100 to $200, and this is on its way to be $100 for an ETB. All of the store owners are putting in their pre-orders, so we don't even have the exact numbers that all the stores are going to get yet. Say I put in an order for 100 ETBs. I'm not guaranteed to get 100 ETBs. I could get 10 ETBs, I could get 20 ETBs. It just depends on what the distribution wants to allocate me. So it's pretty much just up to Pokemon on how many they want to put out onto the market. We don't really know an estimate. It's just kind of whatever is allocated from the distributions. And from then, we see how many orders are fulfilled to card shops. This time period that we're in, these next 6 months, I think are also going to pass on this current trend of just having a lot of hype in the hobby. And this is just kind of the perfect storm for Prismatic Evolutions, since it's a really hyped set right now with a lot of evolutions. A lot of people are comparing it to Evolving Skies. A lot of people missed the Evolving Skies boat. It's now $800, $900 a booster box. And now they just want to put it in Prismatic Evolutions because a lot of people missed the boat on Evolving Skies, and they just want to say, oh, Prismatic Evolutions is the next Evolving Skies. It's going to go to the moon. And then they're going to try to get some Prismatic, and then that's just going to be one of those hype sets, you know. I would argue that Prismatic is definitely going to be more hyped than Surging Sparks, 100%, I'd say. Now, what can you do as a collector or an investor or someone who just wants to do anything with Prismatic Evolutions? Either you want to open it or keep it sealed. The best recommendation for me is just try to ask your local store if they have any pre-orders still open. I know that a lot of stores are now offering their pre-orders. They don't know exactly how many that they are going to get, as I said earlier on in the video. But if it is a trusted store, then they should know a general number of how many they should get. Say they order this much and then they get this much, like the percentage on average, they'll get this, and then maybe they'll offer up half of that or a quarter of that to their local community. Definitely try to go through them. But if you can't manage to do that and you can't go through a local store, then probably just try to get it around like maybe $60 would be the most that I would pay if I was trying to just, I guess, get on a decent price. Because Prismatic, you don't really know what it's going to go to. You know it's going to be hyped and it's probably going to hit 100, right? It might not. It just depends really on Pokemon, how many they print. I just don't see the supply matching the demand. I think that the demand is crazy and it will just outweigh the supply. And I think that you should definitely consider trying to get one. You know, don't panic. Don't pay $100 for an ETB or over. It's not that serious. There's probably going to be reprints. It's not guaranteed, but there's likely to be reprints, especially around this time. If they know that it's a hyped set, then they'll try their best to print as much into the market as they can, but not too much. They don't want to just flood the market with product. That's not what you do as a business. You're trying to also create scarcity too. You don't want to oversupply the market, of course, but yeah, just make sure to try to put in your orders, and good luck to everyone. Thanks for watching. Peace.